Hey YouTube, this is Crave Collector 01 back today for another video review. Today I'm going to be reviewing the ExVeemon to Stingmon to Paildramon triple changing figure. So here we have Stingmon, or ExVeemon in his ExVeemon mode. It looks pretty good, except for the back. Like most of the other Digivolving figures, all of the combining bits kind of end up on the back. But from the front, he looks fairly solid. His proportions are a little off. He's a little thicker at the midsection than here. He's not quite as humanoid looking as he is here, but that's mostly to like accommodate Stingmon. But very nice overall, nice painted details. Pretty nice representation of the character. So we'll go ahead and move on into the Stingmon. To get to Stingmon, we just take these hands, fold them down, fold those up, rotate it here at the forearm. Same on this side. Rotate it at the forearm. Then come back here, raise the tail up. Go ahead and put it away. It's segmented in 3 sections. Well, 2 sections. Just like so. Fold these out of the way. Spin him at the waist 180. Then you can put the cannons back down into place. Just leave the tail where it's at. Take the wings. Fold them down in half. Then you're going to come down here to the feet, fold out the Stingmon toes, fold up ExVeemon's toes. And we can swing him back around. Then you got to get these little spiked shoulder bits out. They just rotate to the front. So just kind of get where you can get a hold of them, rotate them to the front. Then let's see, next we split ExVeemon's head, pull these to the sides, and that will expose the Paildramon head. So just fold this chest piece down. Stingmon's head's tucked away here, so we just have to kind of get in there and get it out, which is honestly about the hardest part of the whole thing. There we go. Because you don't really want to pull on these too much, because as you can see, they're soft rubber, but you don't want to. It's really about the only way to get the head out. Go ahead and get these chest pieces, fold them out from the inside, fold up the Paildramon head. One thing to note, you may want to turn it to the side, because that's the only way I could keep it. Because if I leave it straight, it scrapes on the horn, which you can kind of see there. Well, on the base plate, it gets kind of scraped. So I usually turn it to the side a little bit. Then just plug in these chest armor pieces. Straighten everything up. And there we have Stingmon. And it's honestly a pretty competent Sting mode, aside from the, you know, upper arms here. He kind of looks like he's supposed to. The chest is off, of course. The Japanese version of this, which we'll get to here on the channel, is actually 2 figures. You get an ExVeemon, you get a Stingmon, and they both combine into Paildramon. But, you know, taking into account that this has to triple change, it still is going to become Paildramon on top of already having the Stingmon and ExVeemon. It's really not a bad figure. You get a little bit of articulation, not a whole, nothing to really write home about. I don't mess with the legs too much, just because anybody that has any of these Digimon figures will tell you they're very notorious for getting really loose in the legs, in the ball joints. So I don't mess with them too much. So to get him into the Paildramon mode, we're going to turn his legs around, flip out ExVeemon's toes again. because honestly, we're really almost done. There's not much left to this. Flip this down. We're going to pull out the Paildramon head, put Stingmon's head back. And when you're putting these back, you want to get the curve of the horn of these like antenna around the back of the head, which is kind of hard, but it should, when you get it down in there, it should look like this. And then you just tuck these up into the chest. So it should look like this when you close it up. So you just close that up. And then where our blasters were, oh, he gets ExVeemon's tail back. So we need to flip that out. Flip that out and down. Then we can kind of move these arms out of the way to get to these cannons. They just flip up on the sides and extend. You can grab a hold of these and extend them. It's kind of hard to see. Just like so. That's the Desperado blasters. Fold these back down into place. And there you have Paildramon in his Paildramon form. All in all, I have to say, he's not a bad figure. He's really, actually pretty competent. He looks good in his Paildramon. His ExVeemon mode looks really good. I would say the weakest form is probably Stingmon. And that's just because of the inaccuracies due to the limitations they had to put in place to make it a triple changer. But he's very nice. If you can get this guy at a good price, I'd definitely pick him up. A few of the things to watch out for if you're looking for it on the secondary market. The head is just ball joints plugged into like an open socket. They don't hold in super well, so a lot of these are missing the head. The wings are just pegged into the back. They're missing sometimes. The tail can become missing, as well as the chest plates. And the last thing is to look for Stingmon's antennas, because they are easily, well, not easily, but a lot of people end up ripping them off trying to transform it and close them, and they get in the way, or kids just tear them off, one of the two. But yeah, if you guys like this figure, I wouldn't hesitate to pick it up. It's a very nice figure. It usually, from what I've seen, goes for around the $60 range. I think I got this one for about $35, which is fair for what it is. So yeah, hope you guys enjoyed this video and this look at Paildramon triple changing figure. Don't forget to like the Facebook fan page, subscribe. We do have an Instagram now. It's Crave Collector 01 on Instagram. I don't just post things about reviews there. I post unboxings, things I get, anything that kind of interests me. It's brand new, so yeah, stop by and like that and everything else. All right, guys. Thanks for watching. This has been Crave Collector 01, Paildramon, signing out.